Sunday, the 19th of June 2016. This is a chart update for Evolution Mining. Evolution's had a really good run the last 18 months, along with most of the other larger cap Australian gold producers. I've been sort of tracking this range here, and it's sort of broken out toward the top side of that in the last few weeks. And it looks like it actually could have the potential to go higher here. Whereas other stocks are sort of holding up against their upper trend line. I think Evolution is really sort of showing a sign that it could break about and start a new trend here above this upper trend line. You can see it's into that sort of blue sky territory now, with the previous high up over here was about 215. So I think Evolution's got a chance here that can consolidate above this range and then sort of start a new trend higher. Depending on the gold price, obviously, but Evolution have a history of their production reports generally are quite. They tend to outperform their guidance. I think there's probably a good chance of seeing that again in July when they release their June quarterly report. I think it's probably got more upside than some of they're still repaying off some of their debts, and with the Australian dollar gold price just absolutely killing it at the moment. That means Evolution can continue to pay off their debts quickly, and I think they're probably likely to be net cash within the next 9 months. I'd have to check up the statistics again on that, but I think that's the way it was sort of looking last time I had a check. And they were fairly aggressive on the acquisition front and mergers as well. So with their cash pile starting to build again, and paying down debt, I think they're probably one that will look for acquisitions as well. They're being aggressive in that space. So I'm not sure what their next move will be, but generally these companies, they don't like to, they probably don't want to add another incremental production of 80,000 ounces. They're going to be looking for something larger that's going to have a really material effect on their production, and that might mean building into that over 1 million ounces. So if they could get something that added 200,000 ounces plus, I think that's probably where they'll be looking. Something like Saracen, for example, and that's got the potential to create a real sort of moving from that mid tier up into the upper tier of Newcrest sort of territory. Obviously won't be like that, but if they can get up above 1 million ounces, it really puts them on the radar of some of the international investors as well, who only really want to deal with the Barricks and Newcrests of the world. So Australia doesn't have that any companies in that tier other than Newcrest. So I think Evolution's probably one with their aggressive attitude toward acquisition probably could go into that category. I mean, I guess the problem is that often companies overpay to get into that next tier of production. It's something we've probably seen numerous times in the gold sector in the past. So I guess it's a balance between satisfying investor appetite for higher production, but not doing it not overpaying for it. But I think Evolution probably will continue to go higher here. Like I said in a lot of these gold videos today, I think some consolidation is probably healthy here. But I like the way it's really sort of pushing up against the upside of this channel, and I think it's it'll continue to go higher from here.